What's up, guys? All right, I just wanted to do a quick video just talking about giving an update on where I'm at right now. So, first of all, I really appreciate all the comments that I got on that video about me not doing so great, the honest truth about that. Just so many, I really appreciate you guys. I read through every single comment and it was just amazing to see so much support. I got emails, some people called me. Um, yeah, I didn't realize how much of an impact that I was making on people's lives and how much that you guys cared, which, it's just crazy because, I'm sitting here on the other end of the camera and I'm recording stuff, I'm making stuff, right? And I'm interacting with some people, but I don't see, how large of a influence that the content and the stuff that I've done over the years has had, right? I'm only seeing this small perspective. So I really do appreciate that. And there's some really good points that a lot of you guys made. I'm really thinking about a lot of different things in terms of, of the future and what I should be doing. And here's kind of where I'm at right now, right? I mean, and what I'm thinking about this is, and this may change, right? But what I'm thinking about is kind of just documenting this process, right? One person in the comments, I can't remember his name, he said something that was interesting. He was saying how essentially that what happened to me was I went from, or with these new videos, like with this video and the kind of videos I'm making now, that I went from being like high above people and like teaching down, right, to being at the level, like also facing the struggles. And I related to that because that's how things used to be, right? Back in the old Bulldog Mindset days, when I was first creating the videos on this channel or creating the Bulldog Mindset videos, when I was going through my own personal transformations, it was really about what I was learning and exploring. And I'm sharing my wisdom and my philosophies in life, but it's because it's in the process of me overcoming the struggle. And I haven't had a struggle to overcome recently, right? It's been sort of like my struggle has been, let's make more money from the business. And that's not really a struggle because it's an empty struggle, right? Because I mean, ultimately I want to build a business and grow the business and be more successful with that. And so that's why I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do here. At least this is currently what the plan is, and we'll see. Like I said, it's subject to change. But first of all, like I want to do that. I want to document the struggle. So I think on this channel, all right, what my plan is. Originally, I was just gonna just put shorts on this channel and just make a new Bulldog Mindset channel with new content on there. But I don't think so. I think that this channel is going to be me just sharing whatever I want, unedited videos just like this, talking to the camera. And yeah, is that going to go viral on YouTube and so many people are going to watch it? No, it's not. Because, maybe I'll pull an editor at some point, but for now, I just want to talk to the camera. I just want to talk about what I want to talk about. So really, Bulldog Mindset becomes my personal brand. And maybe I rename it to John Sonmez. Some people have suggested that. But I think it's fine as Bulldog Mindset. I think Bulldog Mindset still kind of exists on its own. I just won't put emphasis into sort of growing the business aspect of it, right? I'm still going to do my Well That Never Runs Dry financial freedom coaching. If you guys are interested in that, obviously you can email me or get in contact with me because there's still guys in the program and I can still teach that. At least for now. Maybe I'll close it down at some point. So if you do want to get in, you might want to get in before I do close it down. And with that also, if you want to contact me directly, I can get you a better price than if you go through sales team and stuff because I have to pay commission. So just if you are interested, you can shoot me an email or something. I'm not going to do a hard pitch onto that because that's not what I'm trying to do, right? So so the idea would be then to have this channel and Bulldog Mindset really just the content that I want to create about whatever I'm talking about and really just document my journey and documenting my struggle of coming out of this and figuring out my plan and figuring out all of these things. And then I would create a new business and a new channel around teaching programmers to get a girlfriend. And I know that seems like, that's not really like a higher calling or like a big thing. But I do think that it is a significant problem that exists in society today is that there's a lot of men that are struggling. And, when I say teaching programmers to get a girlfriend, I didn't say teaching programmers to get laid because there's a difference. Yeah, there probably would be some content on how to like talk to a girl and pick up a girl. But I don't think that most guys, especially programmers, are really looking to be, to like do what I did in my heyday when I just going out and picking up random girls and sleeping with them and that kind of pickup type of thing. I don't really think that they're looking to do that. And I really don't think that it's really even a fulfilling thing, to be honest. If you want to learn that skill, sure, that's great. But ultimately, I think what most programmers and most guys are looking for is really just to find a wife, right? To get a girlfriend, to actually have some some kind of female companionship. They don't need to have a dozen different women and to be this alpha Chad stud guy, right? And so my idea is that I would help them to just get a girlfriend. And again, when I say get a girlfriend, what does that mean? I mean, how do I help guys do that? I mean, it's going to be developing your masculinity, right? It's going to be transforming your life ultimately, right? So most of the content would be focused on two things. On one would be just the dynamics of understanding women and how to talk to women, and how as an intellectual person that you can overcome the kind of obstacles that you're going to have in talking to women. And then the second part of it would be the transformation things, right? Just some basic stuff like getting in shape and getting to the gym and how important that is, and some basic diet stuff and mindset around masculinity and those kind of things. So I think that would make sense as a focus. And then it's something also that, like I said, I can run paid ads to. I can really build and scale a business. And I feel like that will be rewarding, because this, let's be honest, Bulldog Mindset as it is, this is not going to be the large kind of business that I want to create, that I can, the thing about, I think, that I struggle with Bulldog Mindset is that it is essentially mindset. It is my thoughts. It is, and I've tried to do some things to make it more viral and more popular, but you guys that commented all these comments, there's paragraphs worth of comments that many of you guys commented, because you're diehard, like you get it. You get Bulldog Mindset. You get how valuable the philosophy, the life philosophy that I'm teaching and those concepts are. You get this kind of stuff, right? That's why I'm making these videos for you. But the world isn't going to get that, right? They're just not, at least not at this stage. And there's too much out there. It's scattered too much. So I don't feel like this is going to be, and that's kind of been the struggle. It's like with this business, I just can't really grow this. I just really can't have like a steady growth to this. And so I don't feel the rewards of what I'm doing, because you have to have growth in order to feel rewards. It'd be like, I mean, I'd say it'd be like, but it is. Like, I go to the gym now. I'm not gaining muscle. I'm not gaining strength. So it's not really fun to go to the gym, but I just do it to maintain, right? When I was first lifting weights, and I'm sure you can relate to this experience if you've gone through this or you're doing it right now, it was fun because I was constantly improving. And so when you're not constantly improving, you don't feel good about it. But I think creating these videos without the need to really monetize it. I mean, like I said, I'll still have Bulldog Mindset. You can still join the membership. There's a ton of content in there. You can still do one-on-one coaching with me. You can still join the Well program for now, if until I potentially shut that down. But like I said, I mean, there'll be no pressure on that. I'll have this other thing that I'll focus on and try to build up and make into this business where I can scale that thing and grow it. And I know what type of content to create, right? It's not just me just brainstorming, what should I talk about today? And feeling like I have to create content to keep this engine running. Instead, I'm just talking to the camera, and it doesn't matter. Like, if you don't watch this video, I don't really care, because I'm going to make another video tomorrow, and I'll just talk about what I want to talk about tomorrow. And the people who really care will keep watching the videos and subscribe. And I don't need to really make money off of this. If the opportunity presents itself and things really start to get traction, then sure, maybe there's something there. But anyway, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I am a little bit torn too, just on the idea of should I drop everything? Because it would be interesting. It would be kind of fun to just drop everything and not do anything for a while, and then come back and then start over and really think about what do I want to do. But I don't know if that is really the road that I'm going to go down, because it seems a little extreme, right? And some people point out, I think this is something I should address. Let's be real here, and let's talk about the financial freedom. Is John actually financially free, and what's going on there? Because I think that I didn't really properly address this, and this has been something that's been kind of a struggle for me. So here's the situation that I have, right? So I have 15K to 20K a month of passive income from real estate coming in. Now, half of that I split with my ex-wife because that was part of the divorce arrangement, right? So technically I have maybe 7.5 to 10K, let's say, per month of totally passive income coming in from real estate, which is less than I had obviously when I had the full amount coming in. Now that's still enough money, right? 7.5K to 10K. There's also some other passive income sources. Let's say that I've got, book royalties that will just, I would still call that passive because I don't really have to do anything. They sell on Amazon my best-selling book, Software Developer's Life Manual and Complete Software Developer Career Guide, is maybe like, let's be conservative and say it's like 2 or 3K, and then I've got some investment in a SaaS sort of company, without going through all the stuff, which is maybe another 2K. So there's like some passive income that comes in that I don't really have to do anything for. And there's some business stuff too, but I don't really call that passive. But let's just say that for argument's sake that I have 10K of passive income that comes in per month that's really totally passive and is stable. Okay, that right now is less than my current lifestyle standards, right? So, and there's some reasons for this. So technically, off of 10K, could I live totally free and never have to work again? Obviously, yes. That's for 10K a month, I can, and this is net. I can, I could be financially free if I chose to right now. So in my mind, that is sort of like, I guess it's a degree of financial freedom, right? I'm not actively being financially free right now, I suppose, right? So, and this is kind of where some of these decisions come in, just so you guys understand, and maybe some of this is boring to some of you guys, but whatever, let's just go through this so that you understand what's going on. So I have currently in San Diego here, this house that I'm in, I have a house payment on it. It's an expensive house. So it was like a $1.7 million house. Now, you might be like, oh, that was a little crazy, but there wasn't a lot of choices for what I needed in order to, I need to have a place, I'm married, my daughter, needs to be here. So I need to have an office to shoot videos and stuff and stuff like that. So, and I wanted a decent place. So market was crazy. Regardless, anyway, my mortgage payment ends up being around $7,000 a month, which is a pretty good amount, plus taxes. In California, on property taxes, about $3,000 a month. So you can think about $10,000 a month, potentially in just housing costs. And then there's other expenses, obviously, to owning a house. I've got to pay child support. That's about $2K a month. I pay for my daughter's school. It's about $1,300 a month, $1,500 a month. So there's these kind of non-negotiable, right? So if I added up kind of all of my total sort of lifestyle expenses that are really kind of the non-negotiable, right? Just kind of basic, it's about $15K a month. Right, maybe $20K a month. Let's say that $20K kind of gives. So I need to have $20K coming in. Now, do I make that fairly easily with the business and the passive income? Yes, but it is still. I'm a very conservative person financially, right? And so it's very difficult for me to just be like, okay, well, let me just cut all these income sources, and then I'll, and then I'll be fine. And I'll start this new thing. So that is where a lot of the complexity comes in, right? If, realistically, if I didn't have this house, if I had maybe a payment, just paying rent of like a couple $1,000s a month, then I would feel like, okay, well, I can just, do whatever and I don't have to worry about things. But so that does come into play, right? There is some fear around that, right? And I want to be totally upfront and honest with you guys about this, because I know that I'm teaching guys how to become financially free, and some people might be saying, well, you're not really financially free anymore yourself, are you? It's like, well, it depends on how you look at it, right? If you're saying, could I live without having to work and have a good lifestyle? Yeah, sure. I'm financially free in that aspect. Is my lifestyle currently higher than what my passive income is? Yes. So by that definition, no, I'm not financially free. So anyway, I didn't want to go off on that tangent too far, but I did want to be, completely honest with you guys about that, so that you understand where I'm coming from, and that I'm still like, that's why I think there's this confusion. That's like, well, John, why are you like talking about financial freedom, but then it seems like you're trying to make money? Well, yeah, I am, because I'm trying to improve my situation better so that I can have financial freedom at this kind of lifestyle level, which is not an extravagant lifestyle. Like, I mean, unfortunately I live in San Diego, California. It's very expensive here, right? I have a daughter to take care of. I've got child support. I've got things like that that make it fairly expensive for me. If I could move out of California, I would, but my daughter's here, my ex-wife is here, so I am, kind of stuck right now in this situation, which is fine. It's not a big deal, but it just means that there is some more pressure, right? And the thing about it too is, I think, to understand, I didn't think the video was going to go this way, but just to kind of clarify, so some of you guys understand this, is that when you're an entrepreneur, right? It's like, it's a little bit different. Like if I have income streams coming in from entrepreneurship, like from this channel and stuff, right? And from the stuff I'm doing with Bulldog Mindset, if I stop those income streams, it's not so easy to restart them again, right? It's like, okay, if you quit your job, right? If you're working a regular job, you could just go find another job, okay? And yeah, I could find a job potentially. I don't know how hireable I am at this point, or how I would even, like, I just not something I would consider, But as an entrepreneur, right, if I cut these income streams, if I just like said, all right, I'm going to stop making videos on Bulldog Mindset, stop making content, stop selling anything on Bulldog Mindset, and then I came back and I wanted to restart an income stream or start building something, it's not going to be easy to go from, let's say Bulldog Mindset does maybe 30 or 40K a month of revenue per month. You can't just suddenly go back to 30 to 40K of revenue. I mean, it would be hard to make $1,000 a month. It'll be hard to make $1,000 a month. Let me repeat that. It'll be hard to make $1,000 a month. Business is hard. It's not, you can't just all of a sudden just start making money in business. So that's kind of the thing is to think about is it's like, you can't just necessarily just cut everything and then think you're going to come back and build something new and then start making anywhere close to what you're making, right? But it doesn't have to be an extravagant amount, right? Even 10K a month would be, a decent amount. But like I said, it's hard to do that. It's hard to make $100, honestly, if you've ever tried to start a business. That's why I help guys do this, is because it's not easy, right? Even for me. But I know the steps to take, how I would build a business, and hopefully I'll document this process if that is the road I go. So anyway, long video. But the short of it is that my plan right now is to keep making these videos on this channel, just talking to the camera and not worrying about what it is. It's just going to be what I want to talk about, and then to create a new channel, a new business that will be teaching programmers how to get a girlfriend, and we'll see how that goes. And the way I'm going to go about this, by the way, if you want to get in on this is what my current plan is. So if you're watching to this point, then congratulations, you're probably someone who'd be interested in this. So I'm going to send out an email to my Simple Programmer email list, my other company, and I'm basically going to offer 20 slots, and I'm going to do group coaching, weekly group coaching for 20 people, 20 programmers that want help getting a girlfriend. And I'm going to I'll take some applications, right? So I anticipate there'll be a lot of applications, but I'm only going to take 20 people, and I'm gonna invite them into the program. It's not gonna be cheap, but I'm gonna give a big discount on it. I think that what I'm ultimately going to charge is going to be somewhere, at least to start off, at $5,000 for this 3-month program. But what I'm thinking is, for the 20 people that come in to this beta version of it and help me to figure it out, it'll be $3,000. So I'll knock $2,000 off. This way I can get testimonials, and I can also get a feel for it. Like, I want to see what the demand is. If it's really easy to sell all 20 of those slots, which I anticipate it will, then I'll have a good idea that yeah, this is popular. This is something that I can sell. This is a good business idea. If I have, for some reason, I have a struggle getting the 20 slots, then I'll probably just can the idea and not do it and do something else, because I think that's a good way to test it. And then the idea would be this beta program for the next 3 months. I'd be coaching these guys. Basically, you'll be working with me very closely, right? And it'll still be group coaching, but I'll be working with everyone, trying to really get results for you guys. Putting a lot of extra time, figuring out what the curriculum will eventually be for a bigger program, and really working hard to get you that result, to get you to that point and help you grow and transform yourself to be able to get a girlfriend, right, as a programmer. So That's the plan. So if you're interested in that, just shoot me an email, and and we can talk about that, and I can see if you're a good fit. Because like I said, I'm going to take 20 people, so I'm going to be pretty discerning on this. But there you go. We'll see you tomorrow.